Running high-availability SQL Server clusters on EC2 traditionally incurred significant licensing costs. AWS now allows you to designate license-included SQL Server instances as part of an AWS cluster, reducing these expenses. You can easily set up HA nodes, potentially saving up to 40% on costs for mission-critical databases. This feature is available across all commercial AWS regions and supports always-on availability groups and failover cluster instances. By implementing these changes, you can maintain high availability for SQL Server workloads on EC2 while optimizing licensing costs. Data engineers and DevOps teams face challenges with workflow orchestration, including operational scalability, cost optimization, and access management. Amazon MWAA Serverless addresses these issues by eliminating operational overhead for Apache Airflow environments. You can define workflows using YAML or Python-based DAGs, supporting over 80 AWS operators. Each workflow runs in isolation with distinct IAM permissions, enhancing security. The service automatically handles infrastructure scaling, and you only pay for compute time used during task execution. This serverless option simplifies management, improves cost efficiency, and enhances security for Apache Airflow workflows. Previously, integrating Lambda or Step Functions with EC2 Image Builder workflows required custom code and workarounds, making the process time-consuming and error-prone. The new feature allows you to invoke Lambda functions and execute Step Function state machines directly within image workflows. You can now implement custom validation logic, send notifications, and orchestrate complex multi-step processes. This integration is available across all AWS regions without additional costs, enabling you to enhance your image creation process with greater flexibility and control. Managing resolver query logging across multiple VPCs and AWS accounts was previously a manual, time-consuming process. Route 53 Profiles now supports resolver query logging configurations, addressing this challenge. You can manage logging configurations for multiple VPCs and apply them across AWS accounts within your organization. By using profile configurations, you can streamline the logging setup process. This reduces management overhead for network security teams and simplifies compliance auditing by providing consistent DNS query logs across all accounts and VPCs. You can access this feature through the Amazon Route 53 console or AWS CLI in supported regions. Dictionary-based Domain Generation Algorithm, DGA, attacks create domain names that mimic legitimate ones to evade detection. Route 53 DNS Firewall Advanced now offers protection against these attacks. You can enable this feature to monitor and block suspicious DNS queries in real time. Configure DNS Firewall Advanced rules specifying Dictionary DGA as the threat. Add these rules to DNS Firewall rule groups for organization. Enforce the protection on your VPCs by associating rule groups directly or using AWS services like Firewall Manager, Resource Access Manager, CloudFormation, or Route 53 Profiles. This feature is available in all AWS regions, including GovCloud, US. Migrating VMware workloads to AWS often requires manual recreation of network configurations, which can be time-consuming and error-prone. AWS Transform for VMware now automates the generation of network configurations for Landing Zone Accelerator, LZA. You can automatically generate LZA-compatible network configurations from your VMware environments. These configurations are transformed into YAML files that can be directly deployed through LZA's pipeline. This streamlines your cloud infrastructure setup process. By reducing manual effort, you can minimize configuration errors and decrease deployment time while maintaining compliance with enterprise security standards. As data lake use cases evolve, customers need transactional consistency and schema evolution support for their expanding tables. Amazon Redshift now offers write capability to Apache Iceberg tables, addressing these needs. You can create and manage Apache Iceberg tables directly in Redshift using SQL DDL operations. This allows you to perform DML operations like insert on these tables. You can write to Apache Iceberg tables within Redshift while maintaining read access. Additionally, you can access these tables through the AWS Glue Data Catalog, enabling seamless integration with other AWS services and applications. Organizations often need secure, recoverable backups without duplicating storage. AWS Backup now allows direct backups to logically air-gapped vaults, addressing this challenge. You can use air-gapped vaults as primary targets, reducing storage costs while maintaining security. Supported resources back up directly to these vaults, while others use a temporary snapshot process. This feature is available across multiple AWS regions, enabling you to implement enhanced backup strategies through the console, API, or CLI.